Denizens of the Deep, a story written about Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. Distantly, an echo roared, and the cold, cemented ground rumbled lightly at first, like a strummed guitar chord. Then the rumbling grew like a growling stomach, and at last like an earthquake. Dim, dangling lights that were already struggling to keep themselves illuminated without flickering were rocking violently back and forth. Yellowing papers torn from agendas and pamphlets, used napkins that never made their way to the nearby trash cans, and dozens of old cigarettes were blown away spastically as the ground shook with increasing magnitude. A brilliant light kept pace with the cause of the disorder, racing down a tunnel as the earth vibrated all around it. The already frantic scene was made even more disturbing as a heavy screeching noise brought itself into existence. Magnetic wheels scraped against the applied brakes and caused the disruptive noise. Everything began rapidly slowing down. The swinging lights regained their composure. Papers, cigarettes, and napkins settled into their new resting spots, and the glaring light dimmed as a beat-up subway pulled into the abandoned station. Aside from a mere draft making its way through the dark terminals and stations the sub runs through, all was silent. The subway rested for a while. Rust overtook the dull gray paint that coated the steel frame. Here and there an illegible poster could be seen plastered on the outside, and many similar forgotten advertisements lined the ominously endless walls of the station. Every now and then the sound of a speeding sub could be heard echoing through the underground network from miles away. Two scratched-up, aging doors opened very slowly. They were decrepit. One opened faster than the other, but stopped halfway, only to resume a second later, while the other opened more steadily, but made a horrendous scraping noise along the way. At last, the depressing doors came to a stop. Slow, inconsistent footsteps followed a linear path out of the subway, and treaded lightly through the station. Worn, dirty brown shoe flats kicked aside a filthy cigarette, before an antique bamboo cane crushed it into the ground, its measly ashes leaving a trail on the gritty cement floor. Short, brittle legs kneeled over, rubbing unpleasantly against the hard ground. A wrinkled hand of the same dry texture rigidly extended, resting upon a limp arm covered in skin far smoother than that of itself. Attached to the arm was a body, lying perfectly still. It was a rather fit female body covered in little clothing. If you like what you've heard of the story so far, you can check the description below where you'll find a link to the full story, which you can read yourself. Also, at the end of this video, there will be a playlist that has all the short stories I've written. So if you enjoyed this one, you can check out some of the other ones. I have one on Skyward Sword, one from The Messenger, and I'll definitely be adding more as the times go by. So thank you all for watching, and as always, have a great day, everyone.